Hey guys, it's Miss Ross again. I am here to do Fan 5 Week 21 practice number 1 with you. So this should be your second day of Fan 5 for the week. All right, let's get it started. All right, so the problems every day will look very similar to the problems from the day before. So that should make it easier. If you have to, you can look back at what you did yesterday. Okay, each box of 100 marbles has 24 blue and 31 green. The rest are yellow. How many yellow marbles do 4 boxes have? First, figure out how many yellow marbles are in one box. So let's do that. Draw your box. This will be the entire box. The entire box has 100 marbles. There are 24 that are blue, so write 24B. Then there are 31 that are green, 31G, and then the rest are yellow. So you know you have to add 24 and 31 together, subtract from 100 to get your missing piece. So 24 plus 31, you get 55. Then subtract from 100. 100 minus 55 is, borrow all the way across the 1, that turns into a 0. This is a 9, this is a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 5 is 4. You get 45. So there are 45 yellows. So this right here is 45. But that's in one box. We want to know how many's in 4 boxes. So take 45 times 4 to find out how many are in 4 boxes. 5 times 4 is 20, leave the 0, carry the 2. 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18. There are 180 in 4 boxes. Alrighty, simple. And I am probably going to be moving a little bit faster today than I was yesterday. All right, next one. Kim had 160 cards in a box. She gave 3/10 of her cards to Maddie. How many does she have left? So like I said yesterday, start with all of the cards. 10/10 in the whole box. She gave 3/10 to Maddie. So how many tenths does she have left? She has 7/10 left. So then you have to figure out what 7/10 of 160 is. So that's 7/10 of 160. Now you know from 4th grade that if you are finding a fraction of a whole number, you have to multiply and put a 1 under the 160. I am going to cross cancel. I can't do anything with 7 and 1 because 1 is already as small as it can possibly get. I can divide the 10 and the 160 by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 160 divided by 10 is 16. And then I'm ready to multiply. Just multiply the top and multiply the bottom. Numerators, then denominators. So 7 times 16, I'm going to come right down here. 7 times 16 is 42. Leave the 2, carry the 4. This times this is 7, plus 4 more is 11. So that's 112 over 1, which is 112 left. That Kim, she's so generous. All right. So remember that for this one, the biggest thing is figure out the fraction that's left, and then that's what you multiply. All right, here we go. We've got Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday again. All right. On Monday, Allison rode 5 miles. Wonderful. Write it in. I love it when they just give us the information. On Tuesday, she rode 3 miles. Can't get any simpler than that. Write that in. On Wednesday, she rode 2 times further than she did on Monday and Tuesday combined. So combine means put them together. So 5 plus 3, combine them together, and then times 2, because she rode 2 times further. So 5 plus 3 is 8, times 2 is on Wednesday, she did 16. But like I said before, it does not ask you how many miles she rode on Wednesday. It says how many miles has she ridden so far this week. So that's Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday added together. So 5 plus 3 plus 16 equals, let's see, this is 8 plus 16 is 24 miles. All right. Next one. 1/2 of Miss Kramer's students are girls. Draw a box. Divide it in half. Shade in half. Okay. So, and if you don't have a highlighter, you can just shade in, just color it in gray with your pencil or something. All right. So that's how many are girls. We can assume that the rest of them are boys. Okay. It says 2/3 of the girls are able to swim. What fraction of the students are girls who cannot swim? All right. So 3/3 is all the girls in all. Subtract out the 2/3 that can swim, and you get 1/3 can't. 1/3 can't swim. So that's what you're solving for. You want to know what fraction of the girls who can't swim. So divide it into 3 sections going this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put dots on 1/3 of the rows. So there's 1, 2, 3 rows. You're going to put dots on 1/3. Just the top row. And then your answer is, because it's girls who cannot swim, this is the only one that is a girl that cannot swim because it's highlighted and dotted. It has to have both attributes. This one over here is a boy that can't swim. But if you didn't, so the answer is 1 out of 6. But another thing that you could do is you could say 1/3 of 1/2, multiply them together, and you get 1/6. I like to draw a box. It helps me, but you do you. All right, and then down here, as I said before, write A, B, C, and D. And you are trying to figure out which real-world situation is a model for 3 divided into fourths. You have 3, and it's being divided into fourths. So literally what that looks like is this. 1, 2, 3, and it's being divided into fourths. Okay, so if you had to draw a picture of it, that's what it would look like. Okay, A. Amber has 3 liters of water and uses 1/4 for her experiment. So that is, she has 3 and uses 1/4. That's 3 minus 1/4. That ain't it. Cross it out. Amber measures out 1/4 liter of water 3 times. That's 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. That's repeated addition, so that is multiplication. That's 1/4 times 3. That's not us. Here we go. She has 3 liters of water and she fills 1/4 liter test tubes. Test tubes are those little things that you might see at the doctor, or you see scientists use. They kind of look like this sometimes, and you might see them in cartoons of scientists, or at a doctor's office. They might have little test tubes. If you've ever had your blood taken, they put your blood in a little test tube. Okay, so she has 3 liters of water and she's filling up 1/4 liter test tubes. That is definitely 3, that's what she has, being divided into 1/4 liter test tubes. Let's just check the last one to make sure. Amber pours a total of 1/4 liter of water into 3 test tubes so that they each have the same amount. Well, that's 1/4. What does she have? She has 1/4 being divided into 3 test tubes. That's not it. So your answer is C. Remember, what you have is always at the front. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. You are loved. Bye. Oh, look at this. I have all of this is being held up on cans of spaghetti rings. Ding, ding, ding. Miss Ross is a genius. Bye, guys.